Well, alright, welcome back to As You Should Be. Paul Berlino here in the world famous As You Should Be archives. And it's time for another track versus track video. And I'm going to be putting a couple of great Byrds albums up against one another. I haven't done a Byrds video yet. And yeah, I decided to put my two favorite Byrds albums against one another. And that is Younger Than Yesterday versus the Notorious Byrd Brothers. Now these are my two favorite Byrds albums. And yeah, basically it's all about those first 5 Byrds albums. I'm not a big Sweetheart of the Rodeo and Beyond fan. First 5, and this is the absolute peak of the first 5 for me. And well, alright, so what I'm going to do here, or what I have done here, is I have ranked the individual tracks on each album, and then I'm going to put each track up against one another, starting from the bottom, starting from number 11, and working my way all the way up to my favorite track on each album. And for the uninitiated, it's this is just fun, nothing to take too seriously. Don't worry about it. If you disagree, that's okay, but yeah, it's just dumb fun, so don't worry about it. The main thing, as far as I'm concerned, really is the individual pair-ups. Which one wins in the end? Whatever. We'll see. I mean, it's fun to see that, but in the end, I just liked the individual pair-ups. So let's do this. All right, so 11 tracks per album, and the track that came in at number 11 on Younger Than Yesterday is, I'm sure we can all agree on this, Mind Gardens. Yeah, easily my least favorite song on that album. In fact, the one song on that album that I just straight up don't like. That's a universally maligned track, and deservedly so. I love Crosby, but Crosby, what the fuck were you thinking? Anyway, well, that goes up against the song that came in at number 11 on Notorious, which is Space Odyssey. Well, definitely my least favorite song on that album, but boy, is this an easy one. Notorious gets that. Yeah, Mind Garden sucks ass. Alright, so coming in at number 10 on Younger Than Yesterday, Time Between. Yeah, one of the more sort of countryist tracks on this album, and that goes up against the track that came in at number 10 on Notorious, which is Old John Robertson. That's pretty easy. Yeah, I'm gonna go Old John Robertson. So Notorious gets that one as well. Okay, so going number 9. Yeah, going for my number 9 song on Younger Than Yesterday. That is My Back Pages, the Dylan cover. Great Dylan cover. And dry throat. Goes against the song that came in at number 9 on Notorious, which is Changes Now. Well, that's pretty easy. Changes Now. Oh, Notorious is wiping the floor so far. Let's see where this goes. Okay. So the track that came in at number 8, that I ranked at number 8 on Younger Than Yesterday, is The Girl With No Name. Yeah, ooh, that's a good one. And that goes up against the track I ranked at number 8 on Notorious, which is Wasn't Born to Follow, the Carole King track. Ooh, also a good one. I have to think about this for a second. That's kind of a tough one. Oof. Yeah, you know what? Younger Than Yesterday gets that one. Yeah, I'm going to go with The Girl With No Name. Yeah. Oh, but just barely, because Wasn't Born to Follow was a pretty damn good one too, but yeah. Okay, so coming in at number 7, the track that I ranked at number 7 on Younger Than Yesterday is CTA 102. That's right, CTA 102. I don't have my glasses on. And that goes up against the track that I ranked at number 7 on Notorious, which is Get To You. Yeah. Get To You. Notorious gets another one. Okay. Alright, so coming in at number 6. I ranked it number 6 on Younger Than Yesterday, So You Want to Be a Rock and Roll Star, the opening track. Yeah, that's a pretty great opening track. Tom Petty did a great cover of that, but I prefer the Byrds version. And I bet Tom Petty preferred it too. And that goes against the track that I ranked at number 6 on Notorious, which is Going Back. Oh, man. Ooh. Another great Carole King song on this album. Ooh. Man, I love So You Want to Be a Rock and Roll Star, but whew, going back. Yeah, I got to go with that. Man, Notorious is really wiping the floor. Okay. Okay, so coming in number 5, I ranked it number 5 on Younger Than Yesterday. The final track, Why? Oof, that's a good one. Okay, well, that goes up against the track that I ranked at number 5 on Notorious, which is the opening track for that album, Artificial Energy. Ooh. Ooh. Man, you know, another one for Notorious. Ooh, yeah. You know, I really love Younger Than Yesterday pretty much just as much as Notorious, but you wouldn't know by this. Okay, so coming in number 4, the track that I ranked at number 4 on Younger Than Yesterday, Thoughts and Words. Ooh. And that goes up against the track that I ranked at number 4 on Notorious, which is Draft Morning. Ooh. Oh man. See, Thoughts and Words is like just this really great, upbeat, kind of poppy, thought I was on top of it all. And then Draft Morning is, you know, slow and ethereal and kind of psychedelic. Fucking it wins. I can never resist the slow and ethereal and psychedelic tracks. Man, I really love Thoughts and Words. Shit. Notorious is running away with this. Okay, alright, so coming in number 3. The track that I ranked at number 3 on Younger Than Yesterday is Renaissance Fair. I think that maybe I'm dreaming. Ooh, man. Ooh, that's a good one. Versus the track that I ranked at number 3 on Notorious, which is Natural Harmony. Oh, man. Ooh. Yeah, these top 3 on both these albums. Ooh. Younger Than Yesterday gets that. Yeah, Renaissance Fair. Man, that's really close, but I have to go with Renaissance Fair. Oh, man, so Younger Than Yesterday actually has 2 now. Okay, so coming number 2 on Younger Than Yesterday, the track that I ranked as my second favorite on that album, Have You Seen Her Face, which is actually the second track on the record. Man, and that goes up against the track that I ranked at number 2 on Notorious Byrd Brothers, which is Dolphin Smile. Oh, man, you know, that's kind of easy. I really, really love Dolphin Smile, but you know, Have You Seen Her Face? Man, that's one of my favorite Byrd songs out of all the albums, out of all their songs, yeah. Alright, so this brings us to my very favorite songs on each album. My number 1 favorite song on Younger Than Yesterday, Everybody's Been Burned. Yeah, oh man. David Crosby, one of David Crosby's best songs, possibly my very favorite David Crosby song. Easily one of my favorite Byrd songs of all time. And that goes up against my very favorite song on Notorious Byrd Brothers, which is Tribal Gathering. So 2 incredible David Crosby songs up against one another. Oh man, Tribal Gathering with that really great sort of jazzy time signature. Oh. But man, Everybody's Been Burned takes that. Yeah, Everybody's Been Burned. Is such an amazing track. So yeah, Younger Than Yesterday ended up getting a few points, but in the end, Notorious won. Notorious got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and Yesterday got 4. So yeah, so there you go. So at the beginning, it looked like Notorious was basically going to completely wipe the floor, but at the end, Younger Than Yesterday came right up behind it, and still lost, but man, some great tracks on both albums. I'm really the only track that I dislike out of all the tracks on both these albums is Mind Gardens. All the rest of the tracks on these albums, phenomenal. Chef's kiss, okay? Yeah, alright. Well, everybody, thank you for watching, and thank you for sticking around, and thank you for subscribing if you have, but if you haven't, please consider subscribing, and if you do, click the little bell because you're going to want notifications. And, well, special shout out to Ralph Vieira of the Almost Human channel. He's the one who basically started the whole track versus track idea, and he was very cool about me stealing it from him. I salute him. And come back this Thursday because Crystal Durant and Tommy Von Boyd are going to be back in the world famous Session Shippy Studios, and we're going to be continuing our Albums of the Year series, and we are going to be doing the year, that year. We're going to be doing our favorite albums of that year. And well, anyway, we will see you then. Bye-bye.